Hello, my name is Bukola Evergreen, and I'm reading from my novel titled Bewaji, The Star Behind the Clouds. Read along with me. Bewaji's mind drifted back to that fateful day in December. Desperation had driven her to plead with Uncle Alao, the security man, to store her luggage in the small security room where he slept. Please, Uncle Alao, I just need to check on a friend nearby, she said, her voice trembling with unease. When she arrived at Monisola's house, her stepbrother answered the door. She's not at home, he said bluntly. At this time, Bewaji asked, her brows furrowed in confusion. The boy merely shrugged before disappearing back inside. She tried calling Monisola's phone, but the line rang unanswered. Bewaji's heart sank. She looked around, the night closing in on her like a heavy curtain. Oh God, where can I go now? She muttered to herself, her voice laced with despondence. Bewaji decided to walk along the hill leading to the Grand Premier Hotel near Mokola. She knew she couldn't afford a room there, but she clung to a silver of hope that she might find someone willing to pay for her stay. As she climbed the hill, something unusual caught her eye. A group of girls and women stood by the roadside, rushing eagerly to any car that stopped. Bewaji frowned in confusion. What are they selling at this time of the night? She wondered to herself. Curiosity pulled her closer, and soon the reality became clear. These women were sex workers. Bewaji stood frozen, watching them in shock. Their revealing outfits, the way they spoke to their customers, the haggling, it was a world entirely foreign to her. Her stomach churned as she overheard one of the negotiations. 5K new. That was all it took? Commercialize your body for 5,000 naira? Bewaji asked herself, her thoughts swirling with a mix of disgust and disbelief. If it were me, I'd never collect anything less than 50K. Bewaji muttered to herself, almost instinctively, before a jolt of clarity hit her. God forbid. I will never be a prostitute, she declared firmly. She quickened her pace, walking behind the women with a mix of disgust and pity, her eyes judging their provocative clothing. Then like a flash, her eyes landed on a familiar figure, squinting to confirm what she thought she saw. Abi, my eyes are deceiving me, she said aloud, her voice tinged with disbelief. The girl turned around, and to Bewaji's utter shock, it was the very person she had been searching for, Monisola. She stood there in a tight, short skirt and a midriff-bearing top, her face caked with heavy makeup that made her look unnaturally older. Bewaji's heart sank as reality hit her harder than she expected. Monisola, Bewaji called softly, her voice trembling with disbelief. What are you doing here? Her eyes widened, her mouth slightly opened as she struggled to process what she was seeing. Monisola turned to her with a wild smile, completely unfazed. What do you think they do here or there? She teased, a mischievous glint in her eyes, as if nothing was out of place. She approached Bewaji, her steps cautious yet confident, her expression suddenly shifting to curiosity. What are you doing here, Bewaji? At this time, you're supposed to be in bed or studying, she said, studying her friend's face closely. It's a long story, Bewaji replied, her voice tinged with sadness. Before Monisola could respond, a sleek car pulled up beside them. She immediately perked up, her brisk walk towards the car, transforming her demeanor entirely. The tinted windows rolled down, revealing two middle-aged men, likely in their mid-50s. "Hey, baby girl, you're looking so hot tonight," one of the men said, his eyes shamelessly scanning her. "Oh, baby, how fun now. I've been waiting for you," Monisola replied with a playful laugh, her voice sparkling with cheer and flirtation. She exuded a charm and vivaciousness that seemed to enthrall anyone in her orbit. Bewaji stood frozen, watching the scene unfold. It was then she began piecing together the puzzle of Monisola's unusually close relationships with some of their male teachers back in school. The cheerful facade Monisola wore now seemed disturbingly familiar. Yet, Bewaji found it hard to reconcile this image with the friend she thought she knew. Thanks for listening. Bewaji is on my Amazon KDP store. The link is on the screen and in the description box down below. Thank you for listening.